Hi there. For my patches to work, there's a couple things I want you to change on your Boss GT100 in the systems. And I'll give you a bit of background why I have things the way they are. So first thing, just excuse the knob. I've replaced that one even with my Jamman looper. That's so I can put my foot on it without damaging the GT100. If you go into systems, okay, we need to go to my phrase lead off. Don't use it. I have two independent loopers, and I'll show you why I have two now. So switch the phrase looper off. That gives you an extra pedal for assigns or boosts or whatever you want to do. Play options, that's what you need for the play options. Bank chains, immediate, expression pedal, knob block, the channel pedal. That's where your number pedal will change your line A or B. Just to give you an idea, if I exit that, if you look at this patch over here, I never use the clean channel on this patch, so it's always saved on B. But if I do, it's number 1 over here. If I do push it, it changes to A. Okay, I'll give you another example, a perfect example. Hosanna starts off beautifully clean, okay, and you go on to the next stage. Again, you push the number pedal, you push it, it changes. Okay, so now you're getting to the build of the song, and then it builds even more for the solo piece. I push this, and that will change my amp to go into the dirty channel. Okay, so that's an assign within each patch. If I go to the controller signs and I go to there's the loop pedal, it's on toggle, amp control switch on. Okay, but these will already be in the patches that you've downloaded, so not to worry about that. The other thing what I have is I very seldom use chorus, so what I've done is, this is my FS, the Boss SF pedal, where you can change, you can have an extra pedal for signs. So mine, what I've done is in the systems, I think you should also perhaps do this. That's the second screen of the play options. Knob, this is the way I've done my knob. There's a reason for that. I think in standard they're in different positions. I just prefer them this way. So I've got access to the overdrive. Not that I really use them. The one I do use a lot is this one. I'll tell you why I prefer it there at the number 5, is because when you write a song, to change where you write it, you use that knob. So I don't know why it's by default in another place, so it just makes sense to have it over there. Okay, so exit systems, go back to systems. Okay, so the knob settings, then the preference. Okay, this is where the external, this FS, I don't know what they call it, but this is homemade. I don't want to waste money buying that. So there, the system, everything's output select is for the system. The rest are all for patch. And then your control 1 and control 2 which is this. Control 1 and Control 2 is for the system. So I have this one on a BPM tap. That is for exit. The BPM tap is to change the BPM of a song. So when you change that, it will affect your delays, the length of the delays or whatever. So if I tap there and I go slower, 1, 2, 3, you see it's gone to 62. Okay, now that's just helpful on setting up a new song. So I'm not going to save that, so all I do is just go to another patch and come back. That helps for setting a new song. You'll find if you scroll through all the patches, there'll be a lot of basic patches. Those are patches ready to be turned into new songs. So I think as far as setup goes, that's about it. Just one thing with my pedal board, I found you know, setting up and taking down such a mission. I've created my own snake. It comes in, all of this unplugs. All of that unplugs, and there I go with my pedal board. I can take my pedal board, pick it up, and off I go. When I get to church, it's just a case of plugging it in. This snake is permanently wired. Oh, let me just fix it. The snake is permanently wired into the amp. So I never have to worry about connecting on the amp side. It's always there. I just connect here and I'm done. Just an idea, a thought. There. All in, done in few seconds. Yeah, to me it just makes sense. You know, when as a musician in a worship team, you know, all your singers just come with their microphone cables, or sometimes even less in other churches, and us guitarists are left to carry amps and pedal boards and guitars and everything. Okay. Another helpful thing, you'll see all my patches have got a number, 15, and as you scroll up they go 16, 17, 18. The reason for that is every single number is assigned to my looper over here. Okay, assigned to my looper. Number 5, nothing is impossible. So here's number 5 on my looper, and if I push it, okay, so that gives me something to practice with. Now, what makes it even easier is what I use. I've got this little Windows tablet. Okay, it's a tablet PC. Okay, it's you can't see that. It's Song Repertoire. Song Repertoire, yeah. You get it's. I think you can buy it off the Windows 10 App Store. Okay, so what happens? My worship leader will send me a song list, you know, in a message, 5 songs or 6 songs or whatever the case may be. So I have all my songs PDF. I went to the one of the worship administrators and I asked them for a copy of all the PDFs, and the PDFs work well in this little program. So let's say that song, Nothing Is Impossible. If I go back here and I want to make see, I've got a special little repertoire. I only have one, which is Sunday worship. Okay, so now he sent me that we're going to be playing, one of the songs will be Nothing Is Impossible. So in my worship repertoire, I just click add a song, assign a song. Okay, you can't see that. I'm going to go there. Let's in N, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. There it is, the chords. I add it. Add to playlist, and there it is. Okay, now if I open it, it takes a bit of a while. My PC is not the greatest. If I open it, there I've written 5 on it. So I don't have to scroll through all the patches that I have. It's there. I immediately know that it's number 5 on my Boss GT, it's number 5 on my looper, and I can practice with the song. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and I'm going to give you a quick demo and play some of the interesting patches for you. I'm going to try to put my phone above the Boss GT100, and you can see, you won't see me or see my guitar, but this is how it all works up. Okay, so we've got Nothing is Impossible. I'll show you how this patch works. Very interesting. It took me a while to write it, so but I'm happy to share it with you. Oh, I need to plug in first. Oh, you can't see. This might go upside down. I don't know what else to do. But if I go that way, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to put something on top of my phone. I hope the sound comes through. It's the only way I can think. Okay, and now I've lost my picture. Okay, I think we're good to go. I hope the sound comes through. The phone's a little bit covered. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit. So that would be the most of the song of Nothing is Impossible. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the song, but that's it. So the way I've set it up is intro of this song is there. So now what that does is when the heel is down, it no longer affects the volume. But what it does do, it just changes delays, it changes the overdrive, it does a lot just by moving that. So a good way to learn how the GT works is look at all those signs and see what they're doing. But anyway, there we go. So there's the intro that you can use, and then you can build it. So as I push the toe down like that, you're going to get more overdrive, less delay. Let me show you. Okay, so that's how that one works, and this is the only pedal you're going to use for that whole song, and that's it. Let's go to Hosanna and show you how that works. Back one. There. So now with Hosanna, it starts off very clean. So now again over here we are on A channel, so it's clean with a bit of tremolo, so you don't do anything else. So as you start the intro, okay, so for the intro, you might want to do that. This pedal, the ACCL, is normally always the boost. So if I push that, I just hold it in, you see it's on moment. The moment I take my foot off, it stops. So if I go, it goes a little bit louder, okay? And then once you get to the chorus of the song, I've forgotten how to play it, goodness gracious. But anyway, so you push the number pedal again, and you go into the more dirty. And then you build into the solo. And get the idea. I haven't played these songs for ages, but that's it. Yeah, okay. Those are basically how all the patches set up. Now I want to show you a patch in here that you can use perhaps while someone is praying, where you don't want to interfere with their prayer, but you want to make something really beautiful. If you go to these patches, something you'll find is there's duplicates, and the reason there's a duplicate is because I always put my the song, the set list for Sunday on from patch 40 through to 41. Okay, so if I go through, that's the first song we did on Sunday, that was the second song we did on Sunday, the third, the fourth, and so on. And if I go one back, this is my patch that I use for ambient. So at the moment the ambience isn't activated, it's just okay, it's just normal. But if I push the expression switch, you watch the expression switch will come on. Oh, I've got the wrong patch. Okay, the expression switch is on, is off I should say. If I push it on, okay, now we're into something completely different. Yeah, we just can make beautiful swells. So, I don't know if you heard that. Let me turn it up a little bit. Often what I do with that swell is, if I don't know if you can, maybe you might just be able to see this loop over here. What I do is I just click it, 1, 2, 3, stop. Okay, so nothing has been playing. So what I do is I take a single note or a couple notes and I create like a pad sound. So I'm going to go with something in E. Okay, so now there's my hands. It's the looper doing that. Now this can suit so many. Let me turn. That can suit so many songs. You can do them all different keys and everything. So you can even let them run while all the way through a song. There's often songs where one note can just drone through the whole song, and while that's droning, you can play more over it. can hear all of that, but it sounds really beautiful and full. I mean, I'm just recording with the iPhone. What else can I tell you that's be interesting? But honestly, all the patches are basically set up like that. You know, you change, you push the pedal, and you can go to something more driving. I know there's what's that song? Oh, there's my dogs crying. I can't believe. No, this I believe. Come on, come on. Let me just find it. I don't know where it is on the pedal board. George, come on. Okay, I found it. It's patch number 50. This is also very beautiful. You see, I'm looking for patch number 50, not on the GT, but as a label. There. Oh. Oh no! I hope I haven't. 56. Oh, somehow the 6. Yeah, so it's 56. Very nice. Again, I haven't played these songs for ages. Sorry. Beautiful ambient sounds. There you can go. Sorry, I haven't played these songs in such a long, but you get the basic ideas. Anyway, it's a beautiful song. You check it out. And I think that's it. You just go through the patches. I've tried to focus on mostly the lead guitar. Sometimes the songs focus mostly on rhythm lead, if you can call it that. Good luck. If you have any questions, let me know.